Since childhood, I dreamed of going to college and worked throughout my life to constantly improve myself so I'd be prepared for the opportunity. To support my dreams, my mother enrolled me in summer programs and community organizations to sharpen my mind and expose me to different perspectives. I was born in Houston, Texas. Then my family moved to a small town called Natchitoches, Louisiana when I was 12. The move from a majority black school and neighborhood to a majority white school and town confused my perspective of self and limited my access to opportunities. After graduating high school, I did not know what career I wanted to pursue, so I enlisted in the Navy. In a predominantly white male space within a predominantly white male rate, I felt isolated in the need to repeatedly prove myself. It took a toll on my self-esteem, but it taught me the value of being able to stand on my own values and principles. In this lab, I will discuss the value of self-care and developing oneself. Self-assessments. Upon completing several self-assessments, I gained a comprehensive understanding of my personal and academic strengths, preferences, and areas for growth. For the multidimensional scale of perceived social support, I received an overall score of 2.6, indicating a low level of social support. My scores on the individual subscales were as follows: 2 for support from significant others, 3 for friends, and 3 for family support, which reflects a lack of reliable support networks in various areas of my life. Next, I assessed my study environment, where I answered affirmatively to 6 out of 12 questions, indicating that my study conditions are average. This suggests that I have a conducive environment for academic success. Additionally, in the time management quiz, I scored 12, which shows I can organize and manage my time well. For the stress coping resources inventory self-assessment, I scored an overall score of 13.96, which shows I cope well with stress. My scores on the individual subscales were as follows: 2.8 for the wellness scale, 2.6 for thought control, 2.8 for active coping, 2 for social ease, 3 for tension reduction, and 3.5 for spiritual practice, which reflects my ability to manage stressful events as above average because of balanced coping skills. For the West Side Test Anxiety Scale, I scored 2.1, meaning I have normal or average test anxiety. For the Learning Style Inventory, I scored a 7 for visual, 5 for social, 11 for physical, 14 for oral, 9 for verbal, 11 for solitary, and 9 for logical. This assessment shows I prefer hands-on learning, using rhythmic sounds to memorize study material, and reflecting on memories to learn. Based on self-assessments, I have identified several strengths and areas for development in my academic and personal life. 3 academic strengths that I possess are strong organizational and time management skills, as shown by my score of 12 on the time management quiz. Being organized and managing my time ensures I complete most of my assignments when they are due because I use a whiteboard to plan out how and when I'll start them. My above average ability to manage stress is supported by my score of 13.96 on the Stress Coping Resources Inventory Self-Assessment. One of the 3 areas I need to develop is creating a dedicated study environment where I can lay out my notes and other supplies as indicated by my average score, because it makes it difficult to concentrate on assignments, and I lose my train of thought by shifting through papers. In my second area of development, I scored a 2.6 in the thought control strategies category. I often overthink and feel out of control during stressful situations, especially when I'm writing papers. The third area of development is increasing my social ease, where I received a score of 2. I question people's intention and feel nervous about interacting with others because of it, which deters me from asking professors clarifying questions when I'm unsure. I'm very sensitive to professors' tone when they explain answers. Finally, I have identified 3 sources of support in my life. The first is family, who provide emotional and practical support by giving me purpose and reminding me why I want to pursue higher education when I feel like giving up. The second is friends, who comfort me in distress and offer encouraging words. They help me stay motivated, and their advice helps me see things from a different perspective. which helps when I have homework that is difficult. The third is my boyfriend, who contributes to my overall well-being by motivating me. These sources of support play a crucial role in helping me reach my academic goals by providing the necessary encouragement, resources, and stability to succeed. Mentoring. My needs for a mentoring relationship are clear goals, mutual trust, and patience. These traits are important to me to feel comfortable in a mentor-mentee relationship. Clear goals give me peace of mind. I am moving in the direction I am seeking. Mutual trust ensures integrity within the relationship. And patience is important to keeping a relationship low stress. I would like to develop the skills of active listening, conflict resolution, and openness to feedback. When faced with constructive criticism, I sometimes get defensive. I have an avoidant personality, so I avoid conflict or let my emotions get the best of me. I will come to the mentor relationship willing to learn, communicate my goals, and keep a positive attitude. My mentor is Latasha Flowers. She is a U.S. National Guard veteran with a bachelor's in political science and a master's in military intelligence. She works as a training director at the National Security Agency. To show genuine interest, I pay close attention to my mentor's guidance, ask questions, take notes, and meditate on her perspective. I implement the strategy my mentor gives me and am honest with her about the results. I share with her my assessment of how things are developing and the challenges I am facing so I can further improve myself and work on other areas I need to develop. It also ensures that I am able to learn at the highest capacity. I make it a point to share what is in my heart so my mentor gets a full picture of how to help me by knowing my personal and career goals. For example, to cope better with stress, my mentor taught me self-care tips, and together we make a self-care plan that follow the do what I can approach to train my mind to focus on the things I can't control. It is goal-oriented, which helps me rebuild trust with myself as I mark off all the things I am accomplishing one task at a time. Development plan. To enhance my academic skills, I will create a study environment by decluttering my desk so my notes and laptop are visible so I stay focused on homework. Since I am an auditory learner, I will read aloud my assignments and listen to music as I work. I will also silence my phone to avoid being distracted by notifications. All these things I will ensure I concentrate on all these things I will use to ensure I concentrate on the task in front of me. I scored 11 in the solitary learning category, meaning one of my preferred learning styles is to process the answer to a question or think things over when I am alone. The approach I will use to enhance my academic skills is to pay attention to my thoughts or concerns while my professor is lecturing. Sometimes I get anxious in the moment of asking a question and lose my train of thought. Because I'm prone to overthinking the way I want to ask a question, I will write it down before speaking with the professor. I will also write down why the thought came to my attention in case I need to ask a follow-up question or there is an underlying question I'm seeking the answer to unknowingly. I scored 11 in the physical learning style category. When I'm feeling frustrated while writing a paper, I will go for a walk or run to put my mind at ease so I can think clearly. During lectures, I will write handwritten notes so I remember the content better. The physical touch will help me feel a connection to the material I'm audibly taking in, and using different color highlighters will make it jump out to me. Another technique I'll use to combat my writing anxiety is to focus on breathing and relaxing so I stay aware.